All right. So obviously work has been very slow since the holidays are over and people just aren't as nice since the holidays are over and the Karens are back out there. So if I were to have quit my job, the song that I would want playing as I'm walking out the door is All I Do Is Win. It is DJ Khaled featuring Ludacris, T-Pain, Snoop Dogg, and Rick Ross. And then I'd be like throwing my money, knocking down all the products as I'm walking out the door in like slow motion.
You take a body spray off the shelf and you're like, this is mine now, and just douse yourself in it.
Yes.
I like that. That's a good song.
So that would be mine. And I'd be like, F y'all, I am done with this.
Hey, Nicole.
But, yes.
What's DJ Khaled's favorite number? It's 11 because it's one and then another one.
That's good. That's good.
Thank you.
But if my employers are listening to this, I love my job and I don't want to quit. So
they're like deleting you off of the schedule right now.
Okay.
They kind of are, but it's fine.
They're gonna play the song. They're gonna play the song when she walk in.
And just fire her right then and there.
Yeah.
I would die.
Yeah, we thought we'd give you a head start, so we want to help you out as we dismiss you. And you got 2 security guards.
What would yours be?
What's your quitting song, Monte?
Probably would be CeeLo, Forget You.
Yes.
That's a good one.
The actual version, right?
Yeah, the actual version.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
I definitely would play that one. And I'll just be walking out, 2 middle fingers out. And just, hey, forget you guys. But yeah, that's probably
I love it. Mine, is going to be, and I know it's a meme right now, but it's that song goes, disrespect your surroundings. It's Mr. Highway's Thinking About the End by A Day to Remember. And I would just as it says, disrespect your surroundings. That's when I just throw all the beer glasses on the ground, or I take 2 full glasses and just like pour them all over myself and just flip chairs. But also, yes, I'm not going to quit the bar. I love it. Please don't fire me.
All right. Got to slide that in there just to be sure.
We probably should have said that first before we, went in on like what we do if we quit.
It's okay.
That's what I'm going to do when I quit the podcast. Just disrespect your surrounding and just throw my microphone across the room.
Then pay for it.
Right, and then pay for it. As long as we get the footage and it makes for a good episode, then I guess that's all that matters.
True.
Just take it on my check.
Recorded in Phoenix, Arizona.
It's the Pop Culture Junkie Podcast.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of the Pop Culture Junkie Podcast. I am Nicole, and I'm here with my 2 great friends. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Shauna.
Hola, I'm Monte.
Have you guys done or watched anything new this week?
I started WandaVision this week, which I was super excited about. I know, Nicole, you got the chance to watch it, and I'm really interested to talk to you about it because I can't imagine what it's like watching WandaVision as somebody who doesn't know much about the MCU. What did you think about it?
I actually loved it. I was actually laughing throughout it. I thought it was really funny. My favorite character is a nosy neighbor, Agnes. I love her. I think she's hilarious.
Yes, Agnes is great.
Yeah, I like it. Obviously, I'm like a little confused on things here and there, but so far I'm liking it and I will continue to watch it, not just because it's something that is pop culture, but because I actually enjoy it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Fun. And it might lead me to watching more MCU things and enjoy it.
Good. I'm glad that you liked it. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. I was saying that to my husband too. I'm like, I can't imagine what it's like watching this. If you have no idea like what's going on, you're like, what in the hell? Okay. So WandaVision had its first 2 episodes, and this is the first TV show Disney Plus is releasing from their like big new MCU lineup. And they were modeled after like 50s and 60s TV shows, sitcoms. I definitely saw a lot of like Bewitched influence in there. And Nicole, so this is, oh my gosh, I feel like I want to spoil something for you, but now I'm like, do I want to spoil it for her?
You could spoil it. Go ahead.
Okay. The movie came out like, oh my God, it must have been 3 years now? 2 years? But Vision is dead. So,
yes. No, I read that.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he definitely died at the end of Infinity War, and like had the Soul Stone ripped from his forehead. And so in the comics, Wanda has the ability to manipulate reality, and we see her do that in Avengers 2 a little bit too. So what I'm thinking is going on is just, this is either, I mean, I guess it's kind of vague whether someone's doing this to Wanda or if she's like doing it to herself and making her own reality. But like, if you really think about the show, it's really kind of like tragic, you know? This is like a life that she's never going to get to have, and where she's happy and Vision's there and they're in love and they're trying their best to just be like a normal domestic couple. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens. And I love that Emma Caulfield was in it. She was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She played the bitchy, like, country club lady. I can't remember her name right now. Dottie, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, that was what I was most into this week. What did you guys get to watch or catch up on?
Well, obviously, WandaVision, as we just talked about. Over the summer, I started watching The Real Housewives of New Jersey on Hulu, because I watched it when I was younger, but then I was like, all the seasons are on Hulu. So I started watching that and I stopped, but I continued it. I started it back up this week on season 5. That's where I left off.
The Real Housewives of where now?
New Jersey.
Okay. There's a couple different like locations that they have, right?
Yeah, it's all over now. There's so many different ones, but that one's starting up soon and I like that one a lot. So I started that. Been watching sports as usual. And The Bachelor. Obviously, The Bachelor. Can't skip over that one.
Oh my God. Okay, let's talk about The Bachelor.
One thing in particular, though, I did see that Sarah went home. It was very unfortunate, tough situation, you know, dealing with the girls. And like, that's going to happen because it's very competitive. So, you know, just like The Bachelorette, you know, Bachelor ladies, guys are going to do whatever to win, to last longer on the show, whatever their reasons
what happened?
are. So I'm going to let Nicole chime in on that, but I just wanted to throw it out there. So
I need to know.
So basically, Sarah, there was a group date that she was not a part of, but things got a little like steamy during the group date because all the girls who were on the group date read like love scenarios that they would like to do with Matt, and she was in the audience of that.
Love scenarios they'd like to do. That's so awkward.
And so she was in the audience and she was like, oh my God, I don't like this. Obviously he's dating all these other women, but I don't like it. So then during the evening of that group date, which she was not a part of, she came and interrupted time that he was spending with the other girls, and they all got mad at her, and it kind of just all went downhill from there. She stayed in her room the next few days, did not come out, and all the girls are super mad.
But next few days? That's so dramatic. Imagine going on The Bachelor and literally the entire synopsis of the show is that this guy is like banging and dating like 25 women.
Yeah.
And for you to be like,
so bad.
I can't believe he's talking to other people. Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
mean, that's basically it. And then she got kind of overwhelmed with everything. So they kind of started to bully her. One of the girls was like, well, I just want to let you know, if you continue to go on with this and you live here, your living situation is going to be hell. And I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, that's not cool, but
no, it's mean.
So yeah, she ended up going home because she knew it wasn't for her and she wanted to spend time with her dad.
So she left herself. She wasn't like kicked off or whatever.
Yeah, no. It was on her own terms. Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like she'll come back though. Like, I feel like later in the show, like they're going to bring her back just to stir it up a little.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh man, I feel like that happens so often on these dating shows where like somebody leaves at the beginning of the season because like, I thought this was for me, but it just wasn't. And then at the end, the main character, whatever you want to call them, is like, just wanted to let you ladies know we got a little surprise in store. And then the door is open and that person from like episode 3 walks in and everyone's like, oh my God. Yeah. And then they end up winning.
Yeah.
Did they have chemistry before she left?
For sure. Yeah.
That's juicy.
Yeah, that's interesting. So, what else do we have?
Okay, so yes, we had the inauguration. That was probably the biggest news. I mean, not probably. That was definitely the biggest news of the week. I watched the whole thing, and there was a ton of great performances. So, what was okay? I know mine, and I think it's probably obvious to everybody who my favorite performance of the entire day was, and that is obviously Michelle Obama's pantsuit. But secondly, Lady Gaga. Oh my God. My queen. Just so beautiful and so regal with her Hunger Games pin and her midsummer crown. And just, man, she got such a good voice. Who was your guys' favorite musical performance of the day?
I missed it. So count me out on that one.
Gosh. Oh man, we're gonna have to send you some performances. At least watch Lady Gaga sing the national anthem.
For sure, I'm definitely gonna check that
freaking
one
beautiful.
out.
How about you, Nicole?
I'd go with Garth Brooks because I'm a country music fan. So Garth Brooks was my favorite.
Okay, well, in my defense, I did record it. I just haven't got a chance to get to it, so I will watch it because my mom was also like, "You're not going to watch it." I was like, "I haven't got a chance to, but I'm definitely gonna check it out." But if J-Lo was there, I'm definitely going to watch it because I'm a big fan of J-Lo.
I'm going to spoil the inauguration for you.
It's okay.
Biden wins and gets inaugurated as president. I'm sorry. I know. Big spoiler, season finale. Yeah, J-Lo was there and she sang America the Beautiful. Yeah. And my favorite part of the J-Lo performance is she throws in, "Let's get loud" for like half a second. And I was like, what? Is that a new lyric? I don't remember that lyric. All right.
I saw that she did that.
Yeah, it was amazing. I thought it was great. She did a really good job. And then they had the Celebrate America. So J-Lo and Gaga and I think Garth Brooks sang during the actual inauguration. But then later that evening, they had a concert called Celebrating America. And Tom Hanks hosted, and I thought he did a really lovely job. And instead of, usually there's like an inaugural ball that the president goes to, like a big fancy thing. But because of COVID this year, they did this instead. And I honestly thought it was a lot better because it really just involved, I don't know, people get to watch all of this go down on TV instead of just a big, I don't know, fancy ball that none of us are invited to. The Foo Fighters sang, Demi Lovato sang, Katy Perry did fireworks with some fireworks behind her, which was super cliche, but really pretty. Lin-Manuel Miranda read, oh my gosh, he read a poem or a speech of some sort, and it was really nice. And yeah, it was just nice star-studded event. And yeah, I definitely recommend that you guys watch it. They had a lot of cool tributes to healthcare workers and teachers and just kind of everyday Americans and stuff too. So yeah, good times.
So we had season 3, episode 1 of The All-American just came out. Pretty interesting episode, I will say. It pretty much exactly what I expected it to be as far as suspense and just like, it's weird because all the good stuff always happens at the very end. So it's kind of like you have to wait to the very next episode. And being that it just started, you gotta wait a whole week.
What's it about? Like, are they high schoolers? Are they college players?
So it's pretty much just your typical high school drama. High school football players. You have 2 sides. You have the Beverly Hills, and then you have the urban community. You have one kid that's super talented, connects with a coach from Beverly Hills, brings him over, but behind closed doors, that coach actually knew his family because he went to school with his mother. It's a lot that plays into it, so it get very interesting. And like the more you watch it, everything starts to tie in together.
Is it on Netflix?
CW, actually.
Oh, okay.
You could watch it on the CW app, probably. That's where I watch a lot of the CW shows. I mean, it's been a long time since a new episode of like The Flash came out or anything like that, just because of COVID and their production got paused. But I know at the CW that once a season finishes, then they go on to Netflix. Okay. So cool. You should be able to watch them on there. But yeah, it sounds pretty cool. I mean, it does sound like kind of in the same thing as Riverdale going on, just like high school drama, and all the parents know each other, and like the parents have their own issues going on, and then the kids have their own drama too. So.
Yeah, it's two different lifestyles. I mean, you get to see what the kids are going through, and seeing like, for one, the players, as far as like the coach, his son actually plays on a team. So, you know, obviously they're pretty well off, pretty comfortable as far as from a finance perspective. And then you have this kid that comes in and he comes to play for Beverly Hills, and Beverly Hills coach actually brings him in to where he's staying with him and his family, brings him in, and he just gets to see a different type of lifestyle compared to the lifestyle that he lives in with his family back. Yeah. So it gets very deep. And then you get to see a little bit of a race, of course, as far as how when you, for example, when it was a scene from like, I believe it was season 2 actually, where he was hanging out with his teammate, well, actually Coach's son, and they were driving in his hometown, and they get pulled over, and it was pretty much just racial profiling because the son had a BMW, and you know, situations like that. So those are things that you'll get to see throughout the show. But overall, I thought it was great. But I'm not gonna get deep into it. Y'all have to watch it.
Yeah,
and you know, we'll definitely have to talk about it some more. So.
It reminds me of the OC, which I used to be obsessed with. And the main character, Ryan, is from a city in California, I think Chino. And then he gets to live with a family in Orange County, kind of like Newport Beach. And so it's all of a sudden he's living with this super rich family, and they take him in, and he leaves behind like his, more working class family in Chino. It's, teenage drama and romance ensue. So, but speaking of like sports shows and movies and things, like, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of sports films, but then the more I think about it, there's been a couple that really, stuck out to me. So I guess I wanted to talk about like, what are some of your guys' favorite sports films or TV shows or even episodes based around sports?
I have a list for sure. I have 7 movies on here, and they're pretty much all baseball. I like A League of Their Own. Yay. I like that one because it involves women in the sport of baseball. And like, I forgot what year it was, but it was back then when it was like first coming out in Rockford. I like Rookie of the Year. I like that one because it has to do with Chicago, and I like it because I just think it's a great movie. It's when the little kid, he becomes the pitcher for the Chicago Cubs, and he takes them all the way to the World Series. I like The Rookie because it has to do with Dennis Quaid, who is older, one of the older players in the movie. He gets brought up to the major leagues. I like The Blind Side because that's the football movie, and because they bring someone in who obviously is not typical. It's a white family. They bring in a black man, and black boy, black man, I don't know. He's like 18, so I guess. But
teenager.
Yeah, there we go, teenager. And he becomes the star of the football team and gets all these scholarships to amazing colleges. So I think that's awesome. And then the movie Stick It, which is gymnastics. And I just like it because I love gymnastics, and I think it's a funny movie.
Oh, you just reminded me of my favorite sports movie then. My favorite sports movie is Bring It On. Yes.
That's
and
a good one.
Cheerleading is a sport. Oh my gosh. Those chicks and dudes are athletes. Dude, yeah, no, I love Bring It On. I just think it's so freaking funny and cheesy and dramatic for no reason. And I also like Sugar and Spice. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this.
Oh my God, yes.
Have you seen Sugar and Spice? Oh my God.
I have it on DVD.
Oh, I love you. I feel like that's such an underrated movie. So anyone who hasn't seen it, it's this group of cheerleaders, and one of them, they're in high school, and one of them gets pregnant. And she is with the quarterback of the football team, and she's having a hard time with the money to raise the baby, and they panic. And so the cheerleading squad robs a bank together.
Mm-hmm.
Or a grocery store? I don't know. They commit a robbery.
Yeah, no, I think it's a grocery store now that you say that. Yeah.
And it's freaking hilarious. Let's see here. I also like, you mentioned another one. Oh, okay. I don't know why something you said reminded me of this, but I really like Happy Gilmore.
Stop. I was going to say that, but I didn't know if that was considered sports.
That's a sports movie.
I love Happy
golf,
Gilmore.
Yes.
That's true. That's true.
Happy Gilmore is freaking hilarious. And I love the guy who loses his hand to the alligator. And just it's so stupid and so funny. All those old Adam Sandler movies, just perfectly stupid and funny. Mm-hmm. And then I like Cool Runnings, the bobsled movie, because it's just about bobsledding. And that's the best sport of all time. And we have very competitive bobsled, stuff going on here in Arizona. It's our biggest sport. I've never been bobsledding, but Cool Runnings is a good movie. And we mention it like every episode of this podcast in one way or another. So I'm going to take it from Monte because I know it's going to be on his list, but Space Jam, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Got to keep that on there.
What are some of your favorite sports movies, Monte?
It's a balance between basketball and football, of course. Waterboy with Adam Sandler. So great, that's a throwback.
I love Water.
Space Jam, of course, I already talked about that. Friday Night Lights, I love that movie, just the intense of it. Just showing how much they love football. Like down south, football has always been a big thing. I mean, SEC has always been tough to play in, of course. Coach Carter with Samuel L. Jackson in Richmond, Virginia, I believe. That was like a great basketball movie. Like it just shows like so much as far as what the kids are going through, and just having a coach come in with a different perspective, just not only with he want them to succeed on the basketball court, but also in academics as well. And I mean, you just get to see how other people, they have different viewpoints. Another one I like was Above the Rim with Dwayne Martin. Tupac Shakur also played on that movie. A lot of good actors played in that movie. It's pretty old though. Oh, and I have one more. He Got Game. Gotta have that one in there with Ray Allen and Denzel Washington.
Denzel's in a lot of sports movies, isn't he?
Yes. And
isn't he in We Are Titan too? Is that what it's called?
Titans, he's in that movie as well.
Yeah.
That's another one too. And Blindside. Blindside was good too. Blindside was actually taking place in Memphis too, so that's confirmed. And the high school where they actually did it at is Briarcrest Christian. It's a private school and it is big as hell. Like it looks like a college. So,
that's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm thinking of so many sports movies. Like it didn't occur to me.
I have another one.
Oh, go ahead.
Dodgeball.
Oh,
dude,
I love that
dodgeball.
One. That's a good one too.
Yes. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
That's a good one.
So
love
funny.
that
Okay.
movie.
Yeah, that might be one of my favorite sports movies for sure. And Karate Kid, I guess, is a sports movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which sport do you guys think makes the best movie? Like, what's most entertaining?
Dang, that's tough. Let me think on it.
I don't think baseball. I'm sorry, Nicole, and anybody listening, please don't hate me, but I think baseball's pretty boring.
That's okay.
I actually like baseball.
You just have to have a passion for the game.
Yeah, I do like a spring training game. If I'm going to a spring training game and I get to be there and watch it and have like a nice cold beer and like sit in the grass and sunshine, then I'm there for it. But like, I don't know, baseball movies, like I guess it's just because I don't really care much for the sport. Like Moneyball, I know was a good movie, but at the same time, like I don't remember anything about it except for Brad Pitt. Was he in Moneyball? See, I don't even know. Jonah Hill?
Oh, we had Hardball. With,
Hardball. Is that what I'm thinking of? Moneyball or Hardball? Are those the same movie?
I never heard of Moneyball. I don't even
There's
know what
so
that
many
is.
balls, you guys. So many balls. Not
What's
enough
his
time.
name? The guy who played John Wick.
Keanu Reeves.
Yes, he played on Hardball. That was a great baseball movie. That was pretty good. That was by far like my favorite.
I think cheerleading makes the best sports movie.
I'm not even chiming in on that one. I'll let you have it.
Cheerleading or basketball?
I think football definitely have some really good movies. I'm not taking anything away from baseball, Nicole. So don't put me in that category with Shauna. She's on her own. But
I didn't even say baseball was my answer.
Oh, okay. Just making sure if you did or not. But yeah, you have football. They have some amazing movies, of course. I think my personal opinion, I believe Friday Night Lights, Longest Yard.
Oh yeah, Longest Yard is good.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I liked the remake too.
Mm-hmm. The Replacement.
I'm not sure if
that
that's
was
a
a good
popular
one.
opinion, but oh yeah, The Replacements and Rudy. I don't know. I like funny sports movies more than dramatic ones. Like Basketball with like Matt Stone and Trey Parker. Obviously a classic sports film.
So I think that's the real question. Would you prefer a dramatic sports movie where it's more intense, or would you prefer a sports movie with like more humor?
Yeah, I want to laugh.
What about you, Nicole?
I like something more serious that tells a story.
Okay. Well, Nicole, you never gave us your answer, so we're waiting. We thought it was baseball, but I guess it's not.
Yeah. Don't make assumptions. You know what that means.
Yeah, Shauna, don't make assumptions.
I've made so many assumptions tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd probably be baseball.
Oh, get out of here, man. We knew that. We knew
Or
that.
football.
How dare you just... Yeah, you're right, though. Absolutely.
Or football. I like Remember the Titans, too.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Hi, I'm Haley the Brave, teacher and mom by day, cosplayer and pop culture junkie by, well, also by day. I'm obsessed with all things fandom and I love to talk about it. So join me and some of my friends as we geek out about TV, movies, music, and all the awesome things that make life worth living. Listen to my podcast, 30 Nerdy and Thriving, available now on all major streaming platforms.
So speaking of The Bachelor, we have some Bachelorette. I guess it's not breaking news anymore because it's been almost a week since it's been announced, but our fan favorites Claire and Dale have broken up. That Neil Diamond has been sent back to Neil Diamond. And yeah, it's kind of funny because Claire actually made a statement today and she said that like the whole news was kind of shocking to her, and I will pull up exactly what she said. I was made aware of a mutual, in quotes, statement at the same time you all were, so I've needed some time to really digest this. So I'm like, are you finding out that you and your fiance broke up the same time we all found out that you broke up? Like, I don't know, but I do feel bad for her because... Are you
dumping me over a press statement?
Right? I'm like, what the heck?
So originally I heard that they were just taking a break or spending time apart, but then they both literally announced that they were, they were breaking up, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, once they said that they were spending time apart, I knew where that was going. But I do feel bad for her because there are cheating allegations coming out.
Yes.
That Dale cheated on her. So if that's the case, then Dale does not deserve any sympathy or sorrows from me. That's all I gotta say.
So, okay, were they quarantining together? You know what? Are they living together? I wonder if they were moved in at any point.
So I think he moved in with her, but then they went on a trip to visit his family, and I think that's where things got heated. And then she went to go visit her mom, who has Alzheimer's, I believe. And so she went to visit her mom, and then that's when they noticed everything. I guess Dale's cousin, who they were staying with, unfollowed Claire, and that's what started all of this. Some fan found out that Dale's cousin unfollowed her, and that's when all the rumors started. I'm like, dude, who has time for that?
That is some A+ sleuthing. Yeah,
for real.
Claps for that cousin or that fan who randomly found that. That's A+.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, there were sources saying that Dale wasn't ready for marriage or kids, and they just wasn't on the same page. And she was really hoping that he could come around, but I guess it just kind of got tougher as each day went by, and having to make sacrifice. I'm assuming Dale just wasn't prepared for that. So I guess when he figured like, oh dang, this is actually happening, like I'm not ready. So that's probably what it was. He probably
Dude, I
thought,
can
like,
see that.
Yeah, he probably was like, yeah, I could see like me and her being together for a little bit, but she's not serious, neither am I. And then when he saw that she actually was, he probably was like, yeah, I'm not ready for that. So, dang, Dale. Well, hopefully she can be back on the show. So we'll see. Find her love again.
Dude, that sucks. And like, I don't know. I feel like they should revamp The Bachelor. I mean, I guess this adds a bunch of quote unquote romance and glamour to it that you have to freaking propose, right? Like then and there. But maybe at the end of The Bachelor, you just say like, let's go steady.
Yes.
Like, you don't have to like get engaged right then and there. Maybe you choose the person that you just want to like take out to a nice steak dinner, or like just let's go home and like fart in front of each other and like live together for a little bit and see how we really feel. I don't know. Yeah, like let's get to know each other more. What I'm trying to say, you don't have to get engaged right then and there.
True.
I agree.
Was he cheating with a girl from Instagram, right?
So that's the thing. So there's a guy, Reality Steve. He is someone who is very knowledgeable and gets all of the rumors and facts on the Bachelor Bachelorette franchise. And he literally direct messaged the girl who had these accusations against her and was like, hey, yo, are you cheating? Were you the girl that ruined this engagement? And she pretty much said, no, like we were super close. We were platonic friends for a few years, but we never did anything.
Mm-hmm.
So her name is Eleonora, and she probably is from Instagram. I wouldn't doubt it. She looks like, her profile picture just looks like Instagram influencer model type person.
Yeah, for sure. And drama.
For
Who
real.
would have guessed that you don't find the love of your life on reality television? Not me.
Well, we still got to see if Tasia and Zach, right?
Yeah.
We got to see if that's going to last. So
It won't.
give that some time. 2 months.
It won't.
True love. Hard to come by these days.
Yeah. I mean, with COVID, it's a lot harder now. So, I mean, your best bet is either to go on the show or Facebook or Instagram. So,
Dude, just gotta meet your person on those apps. Meet them on like Tinder or something, or Plenty of Fish. I met my husband on MySpace. Look at us.
true.
Good as can be.
Still going strong.
Still MySpace friends after all these years.
Does MySpace even exist still?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
At some point, they changed it into like a music website where it was just a bunch of bands trying to get profiles going. But yeah, I think Tom jumped that ship long ago.
Yeah. You blew it, Tom.
So we've started posting nominations and discussions about the Junkie Choice Awards on our Facebook page. So thank you to everybody who has commented. So make sure that everybody goes to our Facebook page and participates in that. And we're going to try to post 3 a day just to get people discussing and getting their nominations up. So yeah, that should be fun. And we're going to have some cool categories. I know we were talking about it in the Pop Culture Junkie support group. So thanks to everybody who helped us decide what our categories were going to be. And once we've decided on all of the nominations, then we're going to have voting commencing, and all of the winners will be sent an amazing trophy. Not really, but we'll talk about it on the show.
And once we have nominations, you definitely can go vote. So make sure you do that, because I will.
Yes, vote. Let's see. Let's let people know where they can really get involved and like find all of our stuff. And I know we've mentioned it before, but we do have merch. So we have some really cool Pop Culture Junkie t-shirts. You can get one that just has our logo on it. And this just in, new designs coming. So you can find all of that merch at popculturejunkie.com. And we'll also be having a lot of articles on there. We've been posting a ton. I know Nicole's been writing a lot of articles for us too. So make sure you guys give those a read. And then we'll have all of the links to our social media pages on there too. So we'll have our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, as well as all the places that you can listen to our podcast. So Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that jazz. All that jazz. Oh, we need to do a musical episode someday, guys. Oh my God.
I'm with it.
I love musicals. So, yeah, do you guys want to tell the audience where they can find you?
You could find me at NAEldridge14 on Twitter and Instagram, and you could also find me on YouTube now.
Oh, yeah, tell us about your YouTube channel, Nicole.
Oh, nothing really special just yet. I just posted one video about my college experience, but I will be posting there more. I have a list of video ideas that I have to record and edit and stuff, but check me out on there.
What can we expect, though, as far as like with the ideas?
Vlogs. I like to vlog. And my life is pretty boring, so I don't know how much of that I'll be doing, but especially with the pandemic. And then I want to do a video with my mom where I ask her questions and she tells me like things about my childhood and stuff.
Oh, that's cute.
So you could expect some cool, fun videos.
Do you edit them yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
What's up?
Are you going to be dropping any dark secrets about your past and all the skeletons in your closet?
Depending on how dark they are, we'll see.
Your mom just outs you with like,
I know,
all of your crimes.
She probably will.
Where can the people find you, Monte?
You can find me on Instagram _mharris5. You can also find me on Facebook. Also have a podcast, of course, on YouTube as well. What Does It Take? So you can definitely check that out. But other than that, yeah, stay tuned for more footage.
Nice. You can find me on Instagram, Shauna Trinidad, ShaunaTrinidad. I am also on Twitter. And I should have mentioned this earlier, but I showed you guys the trailer for the movie I'm going to be in.
Yeah.
Super excited. It's going to be premiering at the Chandler International Film Festival on Sunday. And this will be my first time going to a movie theater since COVID started. It's going to be super socially distanced and there's not going to be a ton of us and we're going to have our masks on and everything. So like if there's any good time to go to the movies, I might as well go to one that I'm in, even if I'm only in it for like 4 minutes or whatever. So I'm hoping that it's going to end up on Amazon Prime at some point or Prime Video. That's what the director and everything were saying. And I'm sure it'll be one of those things where you have to scroll all the way to the very bottom of the page or search for it. But yeah, if it is ever on Prime Video or YouTube or anything, I'll make sure to, I don't know, link it somewhere so everyone can watch it. It's called Instant Karma. And it's this guy who drives for Lyft and his car breaks down and this is his only form of income. And he ends up getting, through an act of kindness, lent a car. And the more he does good deeds for people, the more he gets in return. So he ends up finding money in his car, groceries. And then, you know, him and his girlfriend kind of think, well, maybe we could turn this into a job and we'll just start doing a ton of good deeds for people. And then maybe we'll make a ton of money. And then shenanigans ensue. So, yeah, I'll link the trailer in the Pop Culture Junkie support group so you guys can see I'm in the trailer for 1 second at the 27-second mark. So that's my big claim to fame.
Look at you, you all famous. You might not need us anymore.
Right.
All I'm going to say is you should have taken the money.
Dude, that's what my husband said too. So one of my spoilers for the movie, I mean, I honestly don't know how it ends. I haven't seen the finished product, but the guy, I get out of his Lyft and there's money on the floorboard and you see it in the trailer. He's like, you dropped some money. And I go, it's not mine. And I'm like, what the? Dude, if you find $200 on the floor anywhere and someone goes, hey, you dropped that. You go, oh yes, my $200. It's totally mine. Thank you. It's my lunch money. Thank you. No, that's how you can tell. It's a work of fiction, as they say. But actually, if I was to take the $200 and it's not mine, then maybe that instant karma comes and bites me in the ass and I like trip later or poop my pants or something. Anyway.
Or you might have to spend it.
Oh, I have no problem spending money. That is one of my fortes, spending unnecessary money. It's great. Great stuff.
So we just want to thank you all for listening and tuning in. Don't forget to download our episodes and share all over your social medias with your friends, family, cats, dogs, anyone. And we will see you here next week. Bye.
Peace out, guys.
Bye. Pop Culture Junkie is a production of Pop Culture Entertainment Group. All rights reserved.